I haven't been playing much because if you weren't aware, there was some unplayable issues. Tanks, SMGs, even performance mode was broke, so I couldn't even play creative. So when they finally decided to fix everything a few days ago, I really wanted to start playing a lot again. So to sharpen my skills, I started watching some top players and I came across GMONEY. He's a 13-year-old player who has perfect piece control and aggressive play style, and he's starting to get respect from the top pros who have been competing for years. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't even imagine playing like this at 13, mostly because Fortnite didn't exist and I wasn't allowed to play video games at 13. But that's a different story. This game is so precise and quick for his age, it's actually crazy. No matter how old you are while you're watching this video, you can learn something from GMONEY's play style. So I'm gonna give you 3 things GMONEY does that makes him better than most players. Number 1 is protection before retakes. If you watch GMONEY's clips, almost every time before he starts a retake, he builds around him so that he's fully protected before he even starts his retake, which is very smart because a lot of people spend hours and hours practicing retakes and know exactly how to do the retake, but they take damage like 80% of the time because before they can even start the retake, their opponent already dropped to get a good tag or found an angle that they didn't protect. Doing this will confuse your opponent when they drop, protect you before you start your retake, and if you're quick enough, you can just grab high ground for just placing those extra builds around you to protect yourself. Number 2 is building the empty pieces in between. I've seen some other players do this like Vinla and Slap. Is basically building every piece possible between you and your opponent no matter what. It's a pretty simple concept because everybody knows piece control now, but doing this consistently when you're an aggressive player will give you so many new paths and opportunities to catch your opponent being lazy and make them pay for it by being fearless. And number 3 will change your life, I promise. And it's to use code SLIGHT2K. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually really simple. Lining up your shots with your movement. Almost all GMONEY's headshot clips, you can see his patience in waiting and using his movement to line up a big shot. Remember, there's no rushing once you get your opponent looking like a clown. You pretty much have all the time in the world to wait until they fall into your crosshair, so make use of it. Really use that time window when they're caught off guard to line up your best shot. These 3 things are pretty simple, but they're not things everybody does and has the discipline to consistently do to make themselves better, and that is why GMONEY is a top player in my opinion. If you learned something today, please don't forget to sub, and if there's something else that you want to learn, make sure to let me know in the comments below. All right guys, see you in the next one. Peace.